And we're back in the studio for the J Roundtable with contributing critic Jesse Oxfeld and Time Out New York theater critic Adam Feldman. Thank you so much for being here today.
Of course.
So we're going to start out with Jesse's review of a show he recently saw. You went to go see Kenneth Lonergan's This Is Our Youth. What did you think?
It's interesting. I'd never seen the show. It originally was in New York. It debuted in 1996 off-Broadway. And there have been productions around the country, in London, in Los Angeles, in Sydney, with two of the three stars now, Michael Cera and Kieran Culkin. I've always been a big fan of Kenny Lonergan's work. You Can Count on Me, Margaret, his movies are fantastic. Waverly Gallery, Lobby Hero are plays I've enjoyed a lot. So I was excited to see this, which was his first big theatrical success. And though I enjoyed it and I thought it was a nice production and an interesting play, it didn't blow me away in the way that I was sort of expecting or hoping that it would. It's about three friends on the Upper West Side in the 1980s, sort of in the Reagan era. I think it, at this point, perhaps feels a little bit dated. My larger problem, unfortunately, was Tavi Gevinson, who plays the one female character in the play, who's this young woman, noted blogger and magazine editor or something, who's had a lot of success. And the problem, unfortunately, is that she's not really a trained actress in any way. Right. And although I thought her physicality was very good, she's directed by Anna D. Shapiro, who's did August Osage County and other things, is an excellent director. This is an awful thing to say. There's a tonal quality to her untrained voice that is nearly unbearable to listen to. And that made it a little hard for me to enjoy the show.
Right.
I haven't seen the show,
Right.
but being Jewish, I have some opinion on it anyway.
Hey.
And just in response to what Jesse said, I haven't seen it, but I have found sometimes for myself that even people who are not trained in a traditional way, sometimes that very untrainedness
That raw
can work for a character, especially in a fairly realistic play, or it can work in taking them out of the artifice of the world that is created in the play. Pauline Kael said that about Sofia Coppola when she was in Godfather Part 3, which is a performance that a lot of people hated. But including most people. But she made an interesting point, which is that there was a difference between Sofia Coppola's amateurism and the professionalism of everyone around her that made her character, who was an outsider in that world, even more poignant. So, I mean, maybe I'll have that response when I see it.
Perhaps.
And I should say Kieran Culkin, who plays, I mean, it's the meatiest role in the play and sort of the top dog character, and he is a sort of a minor drug dealer and antagonist to his friend, who's played by Michael Cera. He's just wonderful. He's a pleasure to watch, and is really dynamic.
He's been with this show for so long.
Well, both he and Cera have both been with the show for some length of time. But yes.
Well, and how is Michael Cera?
Michael Cera does this Michael Cera thing. It's Michael Cerin.
Serendipitous.
Yes.
It's serendipitous. Very good, very good. Michael Cerin, we'll have to...
Que sera, Sarah, as they say.